This brutal aggression that Russia undertook a month ago, I think it speeds up the disintegration of Putin's regime.
How worried are you about the health of Alexei Navalny? 9 years in a more remote prison, it could be very dangerous for him.
It's true. Despite the harsh conditions of Russian prison, Navalny is really inspiring our team and all Russians with his fiery speeches from the trial that just ended in this prison. He sent his strong anti-war message and a call to all Russians not to be silent about this aggression. So I think his health is okay and his spirits are quite high, but obviously Russian authorities have tried to poison him before. So until he's free, he is in danger.
And how likelihood is his freedom while Putin is in control?
From the moment that he was illegally incarcerated in January last year, we understood that Putin intends to keep him behind bars for the time Putin is in power. So for us, our goal is to bring forward the day of his demise and the demise of this totalitarian political system he created. Only that will lead to freedom for Alexei Navalny.
And how possible is that? Because we've had conversations on this program, Vladimir, about how one argument is that the war in Ukraine will only end with Putin's eventual demise. How possible is it for you to imagine a Russia without Putin? And is it a revolution? What gets Putin out of power?
This brutal aggression that Russia undertook a month ago, I think it speeds up the disintegration of Putin's regime. It takes dissatisfaction and dissent both in the political and economic elite and in the white population. And people in the elites, they have seen their fortunes decimated. They have seen their lifestyles turned upside down. And for the average person on the street, the economic cost of sanctions, of the war, it hasn't sunk in completely yet, but it will be in a couple of months. Hundreds of thousands of people will lose their jobs. The inflation is already rampant. So people will feel these disastrous consequences of this war. And of course, the coffins from the losses that Russian army is sustaining in the Ukraine will also lead to wide dissatisfaction with Russian authorities.
But what's the trigger then, Vladimir? What's the thing that leads to him going? Is it a coup from people around him? Is it a rising up on the streets of the cities of Russia? I can understand the dissatisfaction, and I think you very clearly explained that may well lie among the elites and the ordinary people of Russia. But what I can't quite understand is how that dissatisfaction leads to action against Putin.
I don't think we can now envision the exact scenario or time frame for this, but it will, of course, take some concerted efforts in the elites from people who, prominent business people probably in the government, and also the political crisis on the streets when people take to the streets to protest this disregard for the interests of average Russian, because this war was unprovoked, it's unnecessary, it's really a big blunder for Putin.
And will sow the seeds for his own destruction eventually. Vladimir, great to speak to you. Thank you for joining us this morning. That's Vladimir Ashurkov, Executive Director of the Anti-Corruption Foundation. He's a long-time ally of Alexei Navalny, who's just been sentenced to 9 more years in prison.